Ni hao and welcome back to another video on the Mr. Coller Roaster YouTube channel.
Today we're here at Guangzhou Sunac Land.
We arrived a bit later than we expected, as it was a lot harder to get here than we thought. We had some problems with our trains and DD, but we're here now and we're going to try and enjoy our day.
And the park's open till 9, so we do have quite a bit of time to do all the rides we can.
Yeah, we're at the entrance now. It looks great. We cannot wait.
The park looks very quiet at the moment.
I'm not sure I've been to a park this quiet. There's hardly anyone on all the paths. No clue what this is, but it looks quite fun. We might have to try it later today.
We've just found the entrance to Dueling Dragons and it looks like it opens at 12:30 and it's just hit that time.
Yeah, quite lucky actually, but we did spend at least 15 minutes just walking around the park trying to find it. All these rides are so hidden.
And they've just updated the sign to 1:30, so I guess we've got to wait one more hour.
We're about to go on this flying theatre. It looks really cool from what I've heard, and it's themed to aviation, so I can't wait. We've just come off Fly Guangdong and it was great actually, it lasted such a long time.
There were very good quality screens in there and it was nice seeing different scenes from different places in the province.
Including Canton Tower, which we saw the other day, so it was great to see again. It's pouring outside, so I reckon most of the rides are closed. Outside the exit we found these funny massage chairs and it's pretty cheap. It's only about £1.50 for 20 minutes, so we're giving it a go.
Some of the park staff took some selfies with us and we also got given some balloons and also this, which I have no idea what it is, but yay!
Just finished our 20-minute long massage and we timed it very well because the rain has now stopped.
We might try the Golden Horse water coaster now.
We're now going on a ride on Crazy Rave. We got the option to buy these ponchos, but they were €8 each, so we thought we'll just get wet. We've just come off the ride and we got quite wet, but I've never seen this before at a theme park. Hair dryers, free to use.
There was actually some good theming and a small backwards drop before the big one at the end. And that was our first coaster from Golden Horse, the best manufacturer in the world.
We just went to look at Dueling Dragons again and annoyingly it's still shut.
And the inverted powered coaster over here is also closed, probably because of the rain.
Hopefully it gets better. It's still raining, but it's a lot lighter than it was before.
We've just got in the queue now. Hopefully they'll open it up soon. We saw it test once, so that's a good sign.
Over here, we've just been reading the sign, which has a lot of stats and information about the ride. And at the bottom, we just translated it, and it says service life of 20 years, which means as it opened in 2019, it should technically close in 2039. A lot of these Chinese coasters have these service life, which is very interesting.
车尾在右手边啊，2个人一左一上门前，2个人对应前，幅度大一点啊。
We've just come off the red side of Dueling Dragons, and it was great.
It was great to finally get on that, even though the red side's the only one open at the moment, and it never duels anymore.
Yeah, it's a shame. I've heard sometimes they open the other one if it goes down again, which is a possibility since it's been on and off the whole day. I've never done a swing launch, and we were at the back row, so it was a really fun experience.
Couple of great airtime moments as well, and fun inversions too. Really well-rounded ride experience.
There was a great ejector hill in the middle.
We're about to go for round number 2. There's not many people here, although you have to walk all through this long queue.
It reminds me a lot of Zarja at Energylandia. The cool thing about this is we log in using our face. I think they use some AI technology to do the ticket. Since it's pay per ride for most rides, but we bought a wristband, we just need to use our face to check in.
Time for another back row ride.
Just come off our 4th ride. The annoying thing is there's no queue, yet the operations still take about 10 minutes at least per cycle. But my favourite part is doing the exercise before. It's so funny watching everyone doing all these exercises.
Of our 4 rides, we've had 3 in the back and 1 in the front. I think I definitely prefer the back for the whip in some of the elements. The ride begins with this swing launch, which launches you once forwards, then backwards up that spike, and then forwards again, through this vertical loop which has some great hang time. Then you go over to this airtime hill, which is unfortunately trimmed so it doesn't have great airtime. But the drop afterwards is one of the highlights of the ride because you get tossed out of your seat in the back row. There's also a surprising ejector airtime pop near the end of the ride, which I really enjoyed.
Since the weather's okay now, we're going to try and get the final cred here. In the meantime, we tried to get some footage of that coaster, but we ended up waiting about 20 minutes since it just wouldn't run. I'm not sure whether that's just because it's slow operations or maybe they were waiting for enough riders, but we ended up waiting so long to get some footage. Something quite funny happened. We were outside trying to translate the sign, which is very difficult using Google Translate since it's a moving text, and it said it was temporarily closed. So we started walking away back to Dueling Dragons, or maybe to get some lunch. And then as we left, we saw it testing. So that was quite funny. And then the lady came out and they changed these signs using their phone. So they changed it in front of us saying it's open, so we're gonna go ride it now.
Shame these screens aren't working. On this ride, we've got to put our backpacks on the front of us, which is interesting.
I've never done this before, I can hardly see the ride.
If you've been to Europa Park before, you may think that looks a bit like Arthur, but this one's actually made by a Chinese company called Beijing Shibalai Amusement Equipment. It definitely is a knockoff with some very similar theming to Arthur.
It's now 6:45, so there weren't many food options. We had to go to this place. The total came to 67 yen, including a drink. Dex, what have you got?
We've got some lovely fries over here. Let's give them a taste. Tastes like home.
And they give us these funny gloves as well to be nice and clean. I'm not sure exactly what I got. They look a bit like long chicken nuggets, but luckily I've been given some spice, so we're gonna put it all on. I like it spicy, bruh. Okay. Yeah, it tastes like chicken nuggets, but with very, very spicy chilies. That's good.
Very big queue at the moment. Here's the station for the green track, just below the red track. Shame they don't duel.
saw the last train had so many empty seats, so again, we'll have to wait for the train to be filled before it runs. Just come off our 6th ride on Dueling Dragons, and the funny thing is we have only had rides in the front and back.
We're gonna go do a few other rides now and then we'll be back here for night rides, hopefully.
Yeah, I reckon it'll get even faster then.
Do you think this guy wants to ride Dueling Dragons?
We've just walked up some stairs to get to the top of this amazing observation deck, and there's a slide all the way down. We cannot wait to do it. It costs about 45 yen, so it's just under £5, which is quite a lot considering the park alone is £17. But the views are incredible. All the rides are lit up and you get such a great view of the city.
There's a glass floor here, so maybe not good if you're scared of heights.
We've been given these funny ponchos, trousers and arms.
Rate the outfit, guys.
We are so drippy right now. These fish sure have a good pond. This map really doesn't reflect the ride well. How on earth is this looking like an invert and a sit down?
We wanted a night ride on Dueling Dragons, but unfortunately it is now closed.
Even though the park closes in 45 minutes, this is annoying. We probably shouldn't have gone and saved this for later.
We've had a fun day here at Guangzhou Sunac Land, with the highlight definitely being Dueling Dragons, although the weather and the operations definitely haven't been ideal.
Dueling Dragons was incredible, but without it the park wouldn't be worth visiting.
It was a bit weird how we got an all-ride wristband, but there were quite a few rides which weren't included with that.
And the park was so quiet, yet we never really waited under 20 minutes as the operations weren't great at all. The theming around the park is quite tacky, with lots of random characters around, and the theme sort of changes quite a lot in the different areas, but it's still pretty good.
We will be visiting a few more of these Sunac Land parks, so it will be interesting to see what they're like compared to this. Anyway, thanks so much for watching.
Make sure to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
Hit that brake run.
再见!